Hello, or welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the cave. Yep, still stuck here. Will be for another week and a bit at least. Excuse me, not seeing the surgeon until next Thursday. And then there's an HR process before I can fly back with the company, uh, which is really frustrating because I'm fit and able to come back. But he won't see me until then. He wants to wait 2 weeks after the procedure and see how it's gone and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, enough of that. What it means is I've been pumping a load of stuff out on the channel while I'm here. More of that in a minute, though. But what I did want to talk about is something a bit to do with subscribers, views, YouTube, blah. Now, I'm not one of these guys, as you know, who begs for likes and subscribes and all that. Everybody knows how it works. So I've never done that. I just wanted to let the channel grow organically, if you like. Some of my friends have said, yeah, but if you mention it, then it might sort of kick that little spark for someone to go, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll give that a subscribe then, before they wouldn't. But um, all the way through I've had the channel is I'm not here to, get 100,000 subscriber plaque, even though that would be amazing, wouldn't it? But never going to happen. But and collecting subscribers and numbers and views and all that kind of stuff. I don't do it. Certainly don't do it for the money. So I've never bothered. But something that I found a bit interesting with my numbers is, and I never go into the analytics or anything like that, but my view count for any particular video on average is about a third to a half of the number of subscribers I have, which is a bit odd because most channels are the other way around. Most channels are saying, most people watch the videos, but then you're not yet subscribed, so subscribe and blah blah blah. Mine's the other way around, and I don't know why. I think it's a bit odd. Anyway, if you've got any thoughts on that, I'd be interested to hear. I know there's kind of algorithms and things like that, but as I said, I'm not here to collect subscriber numbers or anything like that. I will admit, we all have a bit of an ego, especially me being a pilot. Uh, when I see videos, either the sort of level of modeling or the level of filming or anything like that, and I'm not the best by far, nowhere near, but I see some videos with a lot more views than I only look at views, I don't look at subscribers, a lot more views than mine. I'm thinking, how have they got those views? And I'm kind of stuck on 1,500 or 2,000 or something like that. I just don't understand it. I think it's a bit odd. Feel free to give me a like if brilliant, because I know that helps. But I never ask people to do that. I do find it interesting. I was having a look at the other day actually, because this kind of popped into my head. So I was having a look at some of the numbers and some of the dislikes, and I'm thinking, why do people dislike a video and actually click on it? I'd never understood it. If I don't like a video that I'm watching, I just switch off and go and watch something else. I don't go through the effort of clicking dislike. I just find that a bit weird. But anyway, it's only a few. It's quite funny. I think having a look at dislikes on my thing, I think it's quite amusing. But anyway, yeah. So I thought I'd just kind of waffle on for a few minutes about that at the beginning, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Why you think I've got a lot more subscribers than views? It's a bit weird to me. Anyway, right, that was almost 5 minutes of crap. Let's move on then, shall we? What's been going on the channel itself? If you've made it this far, well done you. Last Sunday was the final part of the Qatari Spitfire, the painting and weathering stage, one of my favourite stages, if not the favourite stage of any project. Some really nice feedback on that. So thank you very much for your nice comments. Really enjoyed that. But what that does mean is that's the end of the kind of fresh modeling content. I have actually done a bit of modelling here on the kitchen table. I riveted the wing of a B25, or at least the upper surfaces in 72nd scale. Really enjoyed that, actually. It was good fun. A lot of moaning from the wife. You should have something down on... Oh, she doesn't understand. But anyway, never mind. Domestics. But anyway, yes, I've done a little bit of modelling. What I've decided to do is... I've done it on a couple of my other projects, is condense them down into one video with just some music, no narration. And yeah, the one of those is due to go out this Sunday, so you'll still be getting modelling content. It won't be new or fresh, but it'll be in a fresh presentation, just with some music, like I say, edited down. And yeah, I will leave that as a surprise for Sunday. There we are. What else I've done is I've started filming some kits from the Cabinet series. Not massively popular with everybody out there, but I enjoy doing them, and I know some of you really enjoy them and specifically asked for them. In fact, some people have asked for specific models in the cabinet, and I'm going to do more of those. So I did these Vizda 72nd scale MI24 Hind. That went out. Interesting project. The reason I picked that is just painted and weathered with acrylics only. No oils, no enamels, nothing like that. Just water-based stuff from the ammo range, because that features in the current The Weathering Aircraft magazine, which is all about acrylics and water-based products. So I've done that. Expect some more. What else? I did, Airfix did a surprise announcement. So this is kind of merging into the news, really, isn't it? Airfix announced a reissue of the 1/48 scale Avro Anson, and in some really interesting schemes, actually. One of which is Royal Navy, which is right up my Strasza, obviously. Very excited to see that. So I did a separate video on that. That's their second kind of surprise announcement. Okay, it's not a new tool, but you know, it wasn't announced as a re-release or anything like that. And I know some people were disappointed because they missed out the first time. So if you were, go and get it. It's two of the versions have no turret smooth cowser post-war, including the Royal Navy one, but there is a wartime version in there, and all the bits are the same. Therefore, all the aftermarket decals and blah is appropriate for this version as well. So you can go and get that. Right. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee in my Airfix Spitfire Mark 12 mug. So I've bought two Tamiya 32nd scale Spitfire Mark 9s, one of which is going to be for the Laminar Flow Design Mark 12. That is going to be the first project when I get back to the bench in a few weeks, inshallah. The other one is for Laminar Flow Designs Mark 5 conversion. And Matthew, the proprietor, he has put up another video and some more photos of the progress of the Mark 5 conversion, and it looks utterly astonishing. The way, and go and watch the video, the way it just clicks into the front and is absolutely seamless is just mind-blowing. So kudos for Matthew and his design work and his printing work. But that is absolutely fantastic. So I thought I'd give that a shout out because that's coming to the channel in due course. The other one I thought I'd do a bit of a shout out is Ammo by MiG have released another video on their Atom range of paints. A bit of a sort of, not necessarily a how-to as such, although there is a bit of how-to, but just demonstrating the qualities of the paint and how it behaves and goes down and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's a really interesting video. And if you are an acrylic user or are thinking moving over to acrylics from lacquers because of smells and toxicity and things like that, then or you're just interested, pop over and have a watch of that video, because I think that was really, really very interesting. Right, before I go on to the new releases, because there are 2 new releases to speak about, I just wanted to mention, right, this little thing here, the Airfix Jet Provost, which is going to be one of the projects coming very soon to the channel when I get back. It's either going to be this or the Dora Wings Norseman. I'm kind of leaning more towards this now, if I'm honest, after the Spitfire Mark 12. The reason I thought I'd bring this up is because I had a little bit of a delivery, and I don't know why I just opened the box, because I left it down here so I didn't have to open the box. Is this is the Eduard photo etch set for it. You get the color photo etch and you get the brass photo etch, and you may be asking, well, why is he mentioning that? It's just an Eduard photo etch set. But this has been long out of production and almost impossible to find, and I say almost because I have one. Thanks to Creative Models, where I found it, I think the only one available in the world that I could find. And I'm really excited to have this. Having had a look at the instructions, yeah, it's gonna really work. It's gonna really elevate that detail, and I'm really excited to get cracking on this little thing. Look, told you I just opened the box. What I've also got is Barracuda seats, which again I didn't think I had, but I found some in my box of Blah. Very excited to get those, but they are out of stock at Hannants. As soon as they come back into stock, I'm going to get some more, because they're really useful, those Mark IV seats. But anyway, there you go. I just thought I'd show that, rather than do a whole separate unboxing video and then getting some dislikes. Yeah, there we go. Right, I'll go and put that back in the suitcase in a second. New releases then. 2 to talk about. First one, ClearProp 48 scale Lag 3. Looks fabulous from what I've seen. I've only got one promo picture thing, which I'll obviously stick up here. Now, Lag 3, one of the, obviously, bridged the gap between the kind of i16 and then the later sort of highly potent 5 FNs and the later Yak series aeroplane. So it did bridge that gap. But it's a really, really lovely looking model, I think, that. And I've got a real thing for Eastern Front aeroplanes. I'm going to be doing the Armour Hobby, more of them in a minute. Hurricane, which is in the case down there, and I'm going to do as a Soviet one. And I've got a few Soviet aeroplanes in my collection, and that's going to fit right in, and I'm really excited about that. I really hope they're going to expand the range. Obviously, they've already done the LA5 in 72nd scale, which is a lovely kit. And if they could do a 48 scale Lag 5 FN, oh my days, that would be beautiful. We could really do with one of those. I'd love that in 72nd scale as well. ClearProp, Armour Hobby. And yeah, looks like a lovely looking thing, and I'm definitely going to be getting one of those. Okay, right, Armour Hobby then, as mentioned, have just announced, it's either last night or this morning, a Key 43 Hayabusa, which I believe means peregrine falcon in Japanese, and I could do with some of them to get rid of the pigeons that are on our solar panels, which I'm just having cleaned at great expense. Anyway, wasn't expecting that digression. Right, it's Armour Hobby. It's going to be beautiful. A lot of people have moaned a bit, and not without reason, that the 48 scale P39 was not as good as the Hurricane. All explained in their blog. Go over and read that, the reasons why. They've changed contractors for the molding, tool making and molding. So it's a new relationship that they're building up. So they've taken a little bit of a backward step, but hopefully it should, you know, one step forward, one step back, 3 steps forward kind of thing. That's what they're hoping for. This will be the second release under the new kind of system, and what a great release. It will really go with the Key 84. Stay tuned on Sunday. And I think that looks a really nice release. 3 schemes looks like initially. A natural metal one, a green one, and a field applied grotty looking one, which I'm sure a lot of people will choose. But the Key 43, now kind of like the Army's version of the Zero really, but a lot less popular. The Zero is iconic, isn't it? But I think that's a really nice choice. Now, Special Hobby recently, in the last few years, toured a Key 43 in 72nd scale. So I'm a little bit surprised they've gone down this route when there's a lot of other aeroplanes that they could, Japanese subjects, you know, aeroplanes that they could have done. 72nd Jack, that would be nice. Key 100, that would be nice. George, that would be, you know, there's absolutely loads of them. But this one, I think, will have a bit of a wider appeal than those other subjects, even though I'd love to see those other subjects over this one. I'll definitely be getting it. I'm a huge Armour Hobby fanboy. Yeah, looking forward to reviewing the 48 scale P39, which was also in the case just over there. Yeah, very excited about that. Right, for the so for the Lag 3 and the Key 43, no idea on release schedules or anything like that. Armour Hobby tend to be a little bit quicker. Once they've released something, we tend to see it relatively quickly. Unlike bloody Special Hobby, Where's My Baltimore, and unlike From, Where's My Bloody Fairy Battle. But you know, we shall see when they come out. Hopefully before Christmas, and then that can be part of my Christmas Eve unboxing video. But there we are. Right, doorbell's just gone off. There we are. You might have heard that. So I'll leave it there. Thanks very much. Lots coming on the channel. Stay tuned, and I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye bye.